indeed. Unfortunately, she couldn't be here today, and so you can meet her in person, but it's okay. We're still going to paint from her. And I'm going to turn her into the iconic video game villain known as Sephiroth. So, yeah, here he is, right here. And, yeah, sinister, androgynous villain. So yeah, guys, let's paint.
Okay. So, we have with us Temarius Walker, who is what we call a concept artist illustrator. He's going to explain to us what concept artist means first, because I don't know. So, and
Sure, yeah.
he's my guest on all about your profession. So, Timarius, it's a pleasure to have you here. You
Definitely.
look great, and you
Thank
look
you.
so cheerful and healthy today.
Thank you.
So, I don't know what a concept artist is. So, can you educate me?
Okay, so concept artists are very different from just regular artists and designers. Concept artists generally focus on designing a product that's geared towards a film or a game or a specific type of market. It's a very idea-driven field that's focused on functionality
Yeah.
and efficiency. So we don't focus on making pretty pictures, but we focus more so on tailoring anything we create towards a specific consumer base. For example, if we're working on a video game or if we're working on a specific, let's say, film, and they want a character set within this era, this genre, or this type of, setting. Like say it's like sci-fi, Star Wars, Darth Vader, Anakin. All those characters have a specific art style and visual aesthetic that they must adhere to, and so
Everybody
everything
has their own. Somebody have a concept,
right.
but you don't create the concept. They do.
Yeah. So they give us a quick brief. Like an art director gives us a quick brief. Like for example, this is not concept art what I'm doing, but I'll just say here, like I have this painting or this rough sketch of Sephiroth, and I want.
Turn around so we can see.
Okay.
Oh my God! This is like Star Wars figures.
So it's Final Fantasy. So basically, like what I'll be doing is I'm going to actually turn this model into Sephiroth. So I'm just gonna get started really quickly, and yeah. So I like to start off with a rough sketch. So a rough sketch is always just a great foundation to have as an artist while you're drawing, and as you can see, like
These
a lot of my
pictures
drawings
here
are very
Are your drawings? These are your drawings? Or no?
yes.
They are. Okay. So you take their concept and you embellish it. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So your job is to make it even more appealing
Yes.
by adding what? Color, 3D depth, and things like that?
So we add color, we add 3D, we add just depth, value, just anything we can use to just communicate our idea as clearly as possible. So usually I'll have like a rough sketch, then I'll begin with a block in, just flat color, and I'll just start painting.
All right. Okay. So right now you're painting?
Yes.
Okay, as you paint, can you turn a little bit sideways so we can see what you're doing, or you want to show us after you do it?
How about I'll show you after, just to give you guys a surprise.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now you're drawing
Right.
on their picture.
No, this is my own concept. I'm
Your
using their
own
picture as
concept.
reference.
Okay.
Right.
So you're doing your own creation, not somebody else.
No, so like the original character is their idea, but this is actually so Sephiroth was designed by Final Fantasy and Square Enix and their IP. Gigi Hadid is a supermodel, so I just want to transform her and turn her into a character. So like this will be like my own painting.
But you're not painting over her, are you?
No,
It's
no.
Plain painting.
Plain painting, flat colors.
So you try to visualize her and paint her?
Exactly.
Okay. So this is totally or the original.
Completely original. So for this demo, I'll try to finish as much as I can, and just I won't be able to entirely have it looking as pretty as I want it, but let's get this show on the road. Alrighty, so base sketch, laying the flat.
Did you do something you can show us now? Not yet.
Not yet.
So you draw where? Where do you draw right now? Are you drawing on a screen? That's a special screen?
It's not a special screen. I'm pretty much just using my Wacom Intuos tablet, and I primarily like drawing and painting and Photoshop. So Photoshop is a really good program. They have a lot of different just capabilities, just like with brushes, just different types of.
But you're actually using a pen over a screen.
It's a pen on a tablet. So the pen on the
this is
tablet.
a tablet. What kind of tablet?
It's Wacom Intuos.
Okay, so it's a tablet that allows you to draw.
Mm-hmm. It's touch sensitive, so anything you do, it translates that information onto the screen.
Can you erase if you make a mistake?
Yeah, Control Z is my best friend. Use it all the time.
Oh, so if you see something or you moved your hand the wrong way, it will erase if you want to.
That's correct.
Okay. And how long this is gonna take? Like you're gonna do a half an hour thing?
Yeah, so I'll just be painting for about half an hour to 45 minutes, showing my process, and then I will have another special video next week with music showing how I finish. So this is just.
So first, this is a sketch.
Right.
What are you sketching? Show us a little bit of a beginning, because everybody wonders what you're doing. The camera is not on you and me, see? So let's see. Oh, wow. You're drawing her? That's not with her her picture in the background?
No.
It's just her.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And you're going to turn her into a character?
Yes.
And then who's going to buy it?
No one. This is just for fun.
Oh, you're doing just a demonstration. But you could eventually sell it if you want to her. Not really.
I don't know.
Maybe.
Just for fun, honestly.
Really? Oh, that's good. All right, so this is live on YouTube, what you're doing?
Right, definitely. It's live right now. I have
people watching.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. So that's why it's connected to your computer as well. And the people watching are students of illustrations?
No, just anyone. It's a public event. So people on Facebook,
This is Google.
friends,
What is
family.
it called? Google.
So it's being streamed through Google Hangouts.
Oh, Google Hangouts. Yeah, I heard it's very popular now. When you wanna, interview people and stuff. So, is your face on Google Hangouts or just? The
No,
screen?
just my screen,
Just
and
the
then
screen.
the audio. So I think they can hear everything as well.
Sounds good. So you explain as you do, or you not?
Oh no, I'm gonna continue explaining. So right now I'm just getting in the base shapes and just getting a rough block in. Looking at my reference. I have my line drawing underneath. It's always good to work in layers. So it's.
Are you drawing her from memory because she asked you to, or because you like her?
Honestly, I think. Okay, I'll be honest. She's just a very beautiful girl, and I have this idea in my mind.
She's in your mind. She's
and
in your
so
mind.
I had this vision of turning her into one of my favorite video game characters. It's just honestly, it's kind of a nerdy thing. Like
A young thing.
yeah, like it's kind of nerdy. Like I.
All right, show us now a little bit more. Just angle it. No, not the whole thing. Just angle it. There you go. There you go. So now we can see. Oh, she is pretty. Okay, got it. All right. So he's gonna keep on working. The whole thing will last 45 minutes or half hour.
Maybe
less.
About like no more than 45 minutes.
Okay. So do people stay that long on a hangout?
Well, this is just kind of like an open thing, so people can stay as long as they want.
Okay. So if they know you on Google Hangout.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Are you an instructor at the Academy of Art or anything
No,
like that?
I actually I just graduated. So
As an illustrator?
I actually got my bachelor's of fine arts in game development.
Congratulations.
So
That's awesome.
thank you.
So you can do games now?
Yeah, I'm actually working on some games right now.
Oh my God, that's
Yeah.
awesome. It's very much in demand, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a huge
Especially
field.
if you create your own games.
Right.
Do you
Well,
have
yeah.
your own game?
I do have a personal project that's on hiatus, but the games that I'm working on now are actually for like actual clients. For the first game I'm working on is called Tank Generals by Stone Entertainment. It's
Yeah.
on the App Store. You can play it. It's really a fun game. I like it. The other one is called Titan Bots, or
You're still working on both of them?
and it's
And once it's finished, let's say in a year, who can you sell it to? Jenga?
well, no, these games they're actually distributed like mobily, so people can download them through apps on
Oh,
their
for
phone.
99 cents?
Actually they're free to play.
Oh, you play them for free.
Yeah,
And
and
then how you gonna get a little bit of money?
We have something called like monetization and like microtransactions, so people can pretty much just
They can contribute.
yeah.
So that's on iTunes.
It's on
Oh, the
Tank
App
Generals is
Store?
on
The App
actually Google Play.
Google Play.
Yeah. So it's
So-
so right now it's just Android. So if you have iPhone, sorry you can't play it.
Okay. So right now, what is this? Is on Google Hangout. They can see your screen,
Mm-hmm.
and they learning from you.
That's
Are
correct.
they students who graduated from your class?
Um,
Some of them.
Some of them, but I'm assuming most of the people here are like non-artists.
Some of them are non-artists.
Most of them. Honestly, I don't have too many artist friends. Like I went to school, the Academy of Art. Like I met a lot of people there, but a lot of my friends I grew up with, like they're not artists.
Wow.
We're just,
They just like to hang out on Google Hangout.
I guess.
That's funny. Do you know these people personally?
Yes.
Some.
Yeah.
So I was surprised to hear that you actually live here in the city of San Francisco.
That's right.
We can do your show here then.
Definitely.
Anytime you want to do an illustration, let's do it.
Definitely.
Let's do one a month or one every 2 weeks.
Yeah. Let's
This way you'll get
Let's
known
get it
also
live.
by the community of San Francisco.
Thank you so much, Aline. You've been really helpful. Guys, Aline is really awesome. Like you can't see her. She's interviewing me right now and asking me lots of questions, but she's just an amazing woman. And we're just
chatting.
collaborating
We're
and
just
chatting. So I'm kind of just talking with her as I'm working. So if you can't see her, I'm not talking to a ghost. I'm talking to someone.
It's just background sound for them.
Yeah. So
All right, so
just feel free to listen. She's
this
awesome.
is my idea. We'll do a show by Temarius, and every other week you'll do an illustration,
Right.
and it'll be your own show.
That'll be awesome, wouldn't it?
Yeah, this way you'll get known by the community of San Francisco, and it goes simultaneously on the internet, so everybody can watch you from all over the world
That would be awesome.
as soon as you know what time you appear, because it's streamed. The whole channel is streamed live on the internet. So when this goes on channel on the TV, it will go also online. The whole channel is streamed.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, so it's not just San Francisco, the whole world can access it. If you have a friend in England, you tell them tune in at 6 p.m. Saturday, you can watch me.
Okay, guys, so
Soon he's gonna be a star.
it's like super hard to paint and draw and talk at the same time, but
Oh yeah,
I'm doing my best.
I am distracting him. From
No,
his
you're fine.
image.
You're fine. No, it's
You
okay.
try to think of the other image of the girl, and you looking at someone who doesn't look like her at all. So it's maybe interfering with the process, but you can still remember her.
Yeah, and then a lot of it also too is just like just studying the facial structure and just really knowing human anatomy. Like
Apparently, you remember her because apparently I can see. Turn around. Let's see where you at now. Wow, she has a lot of makeup on her lips. Did you put a lot of lipstick on her?
no.
All right, so her lips are black, kind of dark color. and her face is like light blue, and her hair is black.
Yep.
And then what are you gonna do? Add a little cheek color or something?
You know what I'm thinking about? I'm thinking about giving her a sword because Sephiroth, he has like these really cool he has these really cool armor plates and these cool like blades. So I'm thinking of, you know what? I'm just gonna give her a sword. Aline, I'll show you in like 1 second. So like one thing I like to do is I like to get different textures from photos as far as just like armor plates. So let's see. So I found these really cool images of like swords and armor plates, katanas, you name it. So got this really cool image of a sword. Where is it at? That's not it. Here it is. Sweet.
Oh my
So
God, let's see.
yeah.
Oh my God, look at that. Oh, you did that with this. She's holding a sword.
Yeah.
There's two images there. One with the white background, right?
Yeah, so the image in my right is just my reference.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you look at that picture and then you draw next to it.
Mm-hmm.
I got it. So that makes life easier for you rather than just imagining.
Well, yeah, I'm not a master, so I can't completely work from memory.
Really?
Seriously, like a lot of the masters are people who've drawn so much where they memorize shapes. They don't even. Some of them don't need to look at reference.
I was able to draw a portrait of someone I remembered from Europe,
Right.
and he came by miracle. He came looking just like he used to be.
You know what that means?
What?
It means you're good. Because it's difficult for me to draw from memory. Like I have to observe and look at stuff, especially because I'm still learning.
No, I mean
lot.
when you're inspired and
Yeah.
you remember the person, on paper it comes out just like you remember. Do you realize that? If you really think about the person.
That's true.
Yeah. Did you ever draw for when you were in school for people at Fisherman's Wharf? Like they will sit and in 5 minutes you would do their portraits?
Not at Fisherman's Wharf, but just me and my friends. Like when we weren't doing that in class, because we did a lot of that in
They would
class.
sit and you would draw their
Yeah,
face?
just like I remember, just even when like we would have lunch, and then like I'd be sitting with my friends. She'd be like, "Hey, I want to draw you," and I'd be like, "Hey, I want to draw you," and then I would just draw her.
You
and
draw
then,
each other?
Yeah, and then I remember I was dating this girl a while back, and like we drew pictures of each other, just portraits, and we would like exchange them, and it was really fun. Like I think I still have it somewhere, but yeah. Do, 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 do.
Wow. So we are at now 18 minutes. You want-
18 minutes. Time is just flying.
Yeah, so you almost halfway, and now you're gonna work on the details of this drawing.
You know, I'm actually still at the blocking in phase. You know what's funny about art? Like, especially like I think a lot
Even
of
if you go fast, it takes time.
yeah. So even though I'm working on a computer, I'm working as if I'm actually working traditionally. So
Really?
I'm not.
Could you
like,
turn it around and see where you're
Sure,
at now?
Sure.
All right. Wow.
So
Awesome.
like usually.
Now she's starting to look exactly like the one next to it.
I mean, I still have a long ways to go, but like.
So you're almost done if she starts to look exactly like the image.
Oh no, definitely not. I have at
A little
least
bit
like
more?
yeah, like I'd say on a portrait, an average of just 5 to 10 hours is like what I like to usually spend on a portrait. Like I don't.
Really?
Yeah, or
That
like
long?
even longer.
You're almost done.
Like,
I can see they're identical.
No. Like when I first started painting portraits back in high school or
Yeah.
even in college,
Yeah.
I remember in college I'd spend like 60. Like I was really slow. It would take me 60 hours. Like I remember I would stay up all night.
You mean you would get up and redo it until it's perfect?
I would just stay up all night. I didn't sleep.
You mean because you were able to erase and redo,
Yeah,
erase
no,
and
but
redo.
but that process is all traditional. So I was working on a paper with an actual pencil. This is like this, like it's a little bit faster because it's just with Photoshop and I can like turn off layers.
Okay, Photoshop is on now?
Yep.
Okay, so Photoshop allows you to use that special pen, which
Mm-hmm.
is not a pen, to add shapes to whatever on the screen.
Yep.
And then when you're done, you can remove that picture next to it, and it will be your work. The one you're looking at now, the picture,
Right.
you can remove that when your job is done. And when your job is done and it's ready to be printed, how you print it?
So there's a few printing options. For digital.
Yeah.
Okay. So as far as printing,
Let's say your job is done. What do you do? You take it to a 3D printer or?
no. So for fine artists and concept artists, you can do something called G-clay printing, where you can go to a print store and you give them like your file with good resolution, and they can print it on like canvas or like metal or just
Oh, you decide the fabric
yeah.
or whatever.
And then you just pay them a fee and they can do it like or even canvas. It takes like at least a week or two to actually get it reproduced.
Really?
And it's
and
pretty expensive.
you tell them the colors you want, or it will be the colors on your screen.
Like everything that's embedded in the file. So you just save the file like from your computer.
This file is, let's say, 8.5 by 11. All right. Now, let's say you want something that size, twice as big. Can you enlarge it when it's ready to be printed?
Yeah, you can. So you usually you'd save the file as a smart object, and then you would just scale it up.
Yeah.
And you would make it bigger.
Oh, you can make it bigger.
Yeah, like inside the software, like before you give it to them.
Their software or your software?
Personal software.
Personal software will size it. Then you take the hard drive to them, or whatever the key to them, and you say, print me this. How much that cost?
I mean, it depends. One time I paid for a print job of only a few pieces for an art show. Spent like about $500.
No.
$600. I'm serious. Like I was breaking the I had an
then
art show.
don't print until someone's ready to buy it, right?
Well, I mean, I sold quite a few of the pieces, but it was just.
So you have to at least sell it at 500 to break even.
Well, I didn't break even. I still have some of the pieces, but I did sell some of the pieces.
Okay, let's say you show it to the girl. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
And you send her a copy of the file on her email as an attachment, and say, listen, I can print this for 500 and break even, or you can give me 600 and I make 100. Or you can say, it cost me 500 to do this plus my time, which is 1,000. Would you like it? If you don't like it, I'm going to delete it. You think she'll pay for it? Tell her I can put it on a payment plan, 100 a month. Would you do that?
I mean,
no, you'll be too embarrassed to do that.
I wouldn't, but it's like it's Gigi Hadid. Like I don't even know if she like looks at my work.
No,
I mean,
you never know. She might, since it's
true.
her. How can she not like it? It's her.
I don't know.
Unless she doesn't like herself. But if you show her something you did of her, first of all, she'll be flattered. Second of all, she might want to keep it. Tell her, listen, I spent 60 hours on this, even though you didn't. It cost me 500 just to print it and 500 for my time. Do we have a deal? Is that the way it works?
Hey, you know what? That actually is.
Okay. And then tell her, I also do payment plan at $50 a month. And then within a few months, you paid.
You know, that's why I like you, Aline, because you're very business savvy and you have like a lot of creative ideas.
No, I mean, it doesn't have to be her if she's broke. But if you do somebody who's rich, then they'll buy it.
Oh, Gigi's rich, trust me.
She has money.
Gigi's richer than probably
most people.
Everyone watching this channel.
I'm
just kidding.
No. But
Gigi's rich, trust me.
Let's say you do a superstar like the CEO of Facebook, and then you say, look, I spent 12 hours on this.
Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah, it cost me 500 to print it, plus my time. Would you like to buy it? Why wouldn't he?
I mean, it depends.
He's right here in San Francisco.
If Mark Zuckerberg wanted to buy a painting off, I'd be...
First of all, you can just post it on Facebook.
Right.
With your signature.
Right.
And say for sale. And see how many people want that picture of this famous person. That's right. Don't do people that people won't recognize. Do pictures of people that people will recognize and they want to buy it.
Right.
Or themselves, they can buy it.
Yeah, I'm currently doing some commissions right now for some friends.
Yeah.
And
Okay, turn it around now. It's time to see where you at. And you are at 25 minutes now. So this is what he did in 25 minutes. She almost looks exactly like the picture. All right. You're doing it. You almost.
Elaine, you're such a nice person.
25 minutes. So you have 20 more minutes to go, baby.
You know what I like about you, Elaine? You make me feel better about my art.
Well, you're actually copying a picture. It's not from memory.
No.
You could have lied and tell us it's from memory.
No. My ego's not that big.
Okay. All right. So you do look at the picture and you draw it and then you print it. Why is it so expensive to print? That's really what people are wondering right now on the other side on Google Hangout. They're going to say, why $500 to print? I can go to Kinko and print it for $5.
You can print a Kinko for $5. You'll just have terrible quality.
Why is it 500? Oh, because it's very large?
Well, it really depends. So, for one piece, like say you want a canvas size that's like 8.5 by 11. That's gonna be at least, or even 11 by 14. It's at least like $90 just to get it printed and mounted and everything.
$90. What size?
11 by 14.
11 by 14. That's not big enough.
And so if you want it really big,
if I want something to put on my wall like this, how much would it cost?
Probably a few hundred.
A few hundred.
Like two. No, also though, it depends where you go to because they have a lot of
different. And it
different
will be like a
stores.
poster, correct?
Like no, it'll be the real painting. Like it'll have the texture and everything. Like it'll look like it's
it would
actually,
look like a textured painting.
Yeah. So like that's how like deep that they really get.
Oh, so it's worth it then if it looks like a real painting.
If that's what the client wants, yeah. And then as far as
so your clients so far are your student friends?
Not even just student friends, just like people like I knew back in like middle school, high school, as far as freelance. And then my professional clients include like gaming companies, We Stone Entertainment, SVA Games, and yeah.
Yeah, so you do have a few clients. So what's the name of your company?
The company that I'm working with right now?
No, is your company name Temarius?
Oh, like my personal... okay, no,
Let's say I want to hire you to do a photo. What's the name of your company?
So I don't actually have a registered company, but on my website I have contact info and you can just email me.
Okay,
and
so
then
it's
I'll give you rates.
temariuswalker.com?
Yeah, right now it's just Temarius Walker.
.com?
Yeah.
Or .net? Just your name?
Yeah, just Temarius Walker.
Okay, so if they type on Google Temarius Walker in one word, they find you?
Yeah, so you can find my website, and then on my website you can find my contact info.
And they can contact you if they want something from you.
Sure, yeah.
All right, show us what you did so far. You're now at 28 and a half minutes. Wow, look at that. Look at that, everyone. The picture that he's showing us. So the one on the left is what you just did. Oh, that's what you just did. I'll buy it if I was her. Wouldn't you?
If I was Gigi, would I buy this painting? I don't know. I would have to be Gigi.
Okay, what are the real colors? Are these the real colors?
I'm actually just using like black and white.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Are you gonna add color to it after it's done?
Not this one, but usually, I really do love adding color.
It looks blue, not black and white. It looks bluish, purple.
Yeah, well, from the TV screen, yeah, like I can see the tint.
Okay, so when it's finished, what color can you print it in? Can you do a little bit of real complexion color?
Oh, I would have to add those colors.
Oh, right now they're
physically.
not there.
Yeah, no, they're not there.
Can you add like complexion color to her face?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Photoshop. You can do anything.
Yeah, you can add her real complexion.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just
do you have a picture of her with her real complexion?
No, but I can find one.
Yeah, you can go on her Facebook and find her complexion. Is that the way you find it?
Facebook. Usually, I like to use Google. Facebook has really low quality photos, so whenever
Okay,
I
so you
look
go
for
on Google,
reference,
find her picture, and then say, "Oh my God, this is her complexion." So you put it next to your painting, and then you add the complexion color. Correct?
right. Or another way to do it is once I have my black and white values,
Yeah.
or like my black and white sketch, I
Yeah.
can just
Add color to it.
just for memory, just like just doing an overlay. So I might
So,
not need
so
to
the
look at
lips, you can put a little color on the lips.
it. Right.
Right now, it's only black and white. Okay, so you can color the lips, color a little bit of makeup on the eyes, color her cheeks, and then do her real color hair. I don't know what color is her real color.
She is. I think she's a natural blonde.
Okay, so you would put blonde on the hair, and then when you're done, you compare to the picture on Google and see if she looks like that.
Right.
And if she does, then you click print or save. You click save, right?
Right.
And then you show it to her and say, "Listen, this is my work of you. You look exactly like your picture. Do you want me to print it in the form of a painting?" Is that the way it works?
No. It's well, so with artists, especially with like high profile people like Gigi, there's like a lot of
Negotiation?
just
No.
a lot of channels. Like you can't just like approach these people and be like, "Hey, I want to like sell." It's just like you like in this instance, like if
You
I
can
was gonna
you can post it on Facebook, say, "Do you like it?"
right, I could say that, yeah,
And then you move forward.
right. Also, if I had an agent, which I'm working on getting right now, like if I had an agent, like I could have my agent contact Gigi's agent and
And
then see
send
if
her
we could
copy.
like or just even see if like the agent can get us like having coffee or just even just in the same
Negotiation.
room just to kind
Negotiation.
of like talk about something or just ask her if she would be interested in the actual like idea and yeah
Really?
yeah agents work magic with high profile people like Gigi Hadid because she's a public figure, so like you can't just like approach her on the street and be like, hey, can I draw you, like she might get freaked out.
Really? You think she say, "Well, why did he draw me? Because he's my fan." Obviously you are. So this is not even needed to be said. So
so
you like this
embarrassed.
girl, you're
So
drawing.
embarrassed.
Okay, so you like her, you're drawing her, and now you want to make money from it.
No, I just want to do this for fun actually.
No, don't do it for fun if she has the means to buy it.
That's true.
All right, show us where you're at now. You're at 32 minutes and 41 seconds, almost 33 minutes. Ooh. She's actually very pretty. So the close-up is the real thing, or the other one is the real thing? Which one is the real thing? The close-up?
This
or
one.
Which one is the real thing?
This one with the sword and the wing.
That's the real picture?
No, this is not the real. This is the painting. The
Oh.
one that doesn't have the sword is the reference.
So the one that's larger is what you're doing? Which one is the one you're doing?
So the one that has the sword and the wing.
Let me see. The sword and the wing. Put your finger on it. This one is the one you're doing. All right. She's starting to look like her now?
Little by little.
It's gonna take time, huh?
Yeah, I'm not gonna finish this in this time. I really wanted to just talk about
How you do it.
just my process and just being an artist and kind of just like
So
just my thought
if when you're
process.
done, it looks like a different person, then you go home and fix it because you can erase. You say
Yeah.
you can erase, right?
Yeah,
So you can start from scratch again.
yeah. Honestly, I can just if I hated this, I could just start over.
Yeah. And then you see where you made a mistake, right?
Yep. Well, I'm seeing lots of mistakes right now, but
No, I mean,
but yeah, no, I know what you mean.
you can either start from scratch or
Right.
fix it.
Yeah, or I can just keep working on it.
Yeah, exactly. Like erase what's really not her. Like if you see her eyes are not at all like her, then you erase the eyes and redo the eyes, right?
Exactly.
And in school, they grade you on your final product?
Yeah, I remember they had the grades in art school, and I think just to kind of talk about art school on a side note, guys. And Aline, I got
Because
to this point in art school where things were about the grade, and a lot of times I was chasing
the grade.
performance, and I
The
was
grade.
chasing the grade, and like
Okay.
I wasn't like I remember at one point it became like a rat race and more of like a performance thing versus like I love art, let's do this for fun, because I was like I want to get a good grade, I want to get a good this, and it was very enslaving, and I just got to a point in my life as an artist where I was just like, you know what, I want to make a living off of this,
So
and I just want to
these
do it.
that we're showing on the screen, these are from scratch. You did these, huh? The one on the screen.
Oh yeah. So guys, Elaine's looking at my website. Yes. So those are from scratch. Yes.
Okay, and those are in your portfolio right now.
Yep.
So if I go to Temarius Walker, that's what's there.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And what do you do with these? They are for sale.
So my portfolio is so a portfolio for an artist is just an opportunity for that artist or that creator just to show
What
the
he can
world
do.
like what they do, and
Okay.
companies who are interested will actually contact you if they want you for work.
Okay, so
And
they're not for
they'll
sale.
hire. No, so nothing's for sale. I do have links on my store that link to online stores, and they're these small little gray icons. They have like letters.
Okay, good for you. Those are little. So you just graduated. You getting like your feet wet in the business world, right? A little bit,
Right, right.
and then you're gonna decide which path to take from here.
Yeah, so my long-term goal is to actually be living and working in Tokyo, Japan.
Why?
I
Nobody
love
looks like you there.
I know, but
You
I've always
feel
wanted
like
to work,
an alien.
but that's how I want to feel. Like
You want to be totally different.
yeah, well, like I want to go and immerse myself and like
But when you talk to a person, they look totally different, and you feel not like in another planet.
but that's how I want to feel. Like I want to immerse myself in a place where I feel different, where I don't feel like I'm in America, but I feel like I'm in a foreign country. And since
Just
a
go to
kid,
Europe then.
well, yeah, Europe's cool, but like Japan has this company that I want to work for called Square Enix.
Oh,
So
that's why
so
you
like
have a company in mind.
right, and
Did
so
you apply?
no, well, I did apply. They turned me down mainly because I don't have a lot of industry experience and I don't know Japanese. So
The
I'm
first-
actually learning Japanese right now.
Oh, first
Yeah.
step is to learn,
Yes.
and second step is that they like your work.
I actually think it's the other way around. I think first step is like they like your work, and then they'll be like,
Do you
okay,
speak Japanese?
yeah, because if they don't like your work, then they won't even like give you attention.
So far they say no.
Yeah. This is back in May.
Just try another company. Don't
Right.
If that's not their cup of tea, just move on to a company that likes you from the go.
Right. That's business.
Yeah. Now, if you don't find a Japanese company, you'll move to a different company, correct?
Yeah, that's like if I go to Japan and it doesn't work out, and let's say I fail.
No, you can do it
Then I'll
online. You
just-
don't have to go all the way there and waste
Right.
your money. They can just see your portfolio, see if that fits their company image, and then they decide whether they want to make you come to Japan.
Right.
You can do interview over Skype. You don't have to go and spend $1,500 just to go there.
Well, I really want to visit Japan because I just love Japan. So I'm actually going there in September.
Oh,
to have,
because they do a
just to
lot of
visit.
graphics.
Well, just to go and just hang out because I have some friends there, so we're just gonna hang out actually.
Oh,
And
it's also a French thing.
yeah.
Friends who studied with you at the Academy of Art.
A couple, yeah, a few, and then some.
Yeah, they come to America to study art.
Well, no, some of them they lived in America and then they
They had to go back home.
No, they moved to Japan.
You kidding me? They actually were American and moved to Japan?
Yeah.
How did they get the visa?
Company just gave it to them.
Oh, they got hired.
Yeah.
So with contacts like that, you can get a good referral.
That is
That's
the key.
that's the idea.
Networking.
Yes. So contact these people who like you. Tell them, can you give me a referral to your company as soon as the opening happen? Something like that.
That's right.
So you're working on that path for the moment.
Just in my spare time, like when I'm not at Stone or when I'm not working at working on Titan bots or SVA or freelancing. I enjoy studying Japanese on the train by myself and just researching Japan and I'm planning a trip there for a week. So
Oh, okay. So
I'm definitely gonna.
it is really something of interest to you. Okay, you are at 40 minutes 13 seconds. Turn it around. So tell us if you think she starts to look like her. I think the original, she has a more puffy, larger face. You put too much hair maybe in front of her face. Let's see the original.
Let's compare, guys. Does it look like Gigi?
Let's see Gigi.
I think not.
Okay. So
Look at these two.
So give me
Like, whoa. See, guys, I'm not even close. It's okay. So Gigi is on the right, and
what you did is on
the one-winged angel, Sephiroth's supposed to be on the left, but yeah.
almost. The eyes are different though.
Yeah.
So you're gonna need to work on the eyes. And her face is a little bit more full on the original, and you made her too thin on the face.
Yeah, I'm glad you pointed that out. I'll actually explain why I did that.
Can you make it a little bit more puffy on her face, on her cheeks?
Well, actually, I won't because I'm designing her in the aspect of a character, Sephiroth. And if you look at Sephiroth,
oh, you want her to be a character.
Okay. He doesn't actually have puffy cheeks. He has these very
she's a character. Got it.
So it's just very clean
so she's going to be a
jawline.
character, and she'll be wearing makeup on the movie, whatever. Got it.
Also, Sephiroth's kind of androgynous too. So
So she doesn't need to look like her, because once she is that character, she will look more like the character than her.
well, it's a trick because you wanted to have the likeness of Gigi.
And at the same time be a character?
Well,
Impossible.
at the same time, feel like Sephiroth. It's this intuitive balance that you want to have, because it's like it can't look too much like Gigi, but you don't want it to look too much like Sephiroth. Well, at least I don't. At least for the goal of this this demonstration. So it's just like you almost want to have something that just is like this kind of amalgamation of like both. And it's just.
Does she live in San Francisco?
No, actually, I don't know where Gigi Hadid lives.
You don't even know where she lives?
No, I don't
You
follow
just
her
have
like
her
that.
email or her Facebook or her LinkedIn?
I actually don't have any of those. I saw her on
You
Google.
can search her on Google.
I just saw her on Google, and
She probably does have a fan page on Facebook.
I'm sure she does.
If she does, you can click contact and send her an image. You don't need to be in her Facebook to contact her. You know that, right?
Yeah.
So you do click contact, upload the picture.
You usually can just tag people in photos.
No, just send it to her in a message so she'll get it on her iPhone and look at it.
Or Instagram is also another thing that artists use as well.
Yeah, I don't know if she has Instagram on her iPhone. Maybe she just have Facebook.
Oh,
Facebook.
she has Instagram. Trust me.
She does?
Yes, she's a public figure.
What does she do?
She's a model, supermodel.
Ah, she's a supermodel. Okay, how come I don't know her? Anyway, she works.
She's young. She's like 20 years old. She's getting her feet in the door.
Okay.
Yeah, she's not like
So she probably like it if it's just made by you of her. I mean,
I don't know if she'll like it. I hope. I would hope.
You would hope. No, if somebody did something of me, I would say, "Oh, I want it," before you delete it.
If someone did something of me, I would look at it and analyze it.
At least look at it. At least.
I would look at it, but that doesn't mean I'd like it. But that's just me. I'm not a very...
Yeah, put yourself in her shoes. Somebody send you something. Say, look, this is what I did of you. Spent 12 hours doing it. Would you like me to print it, or would you like me to keep it in my archives?
You know what I'd say? I'd say, that's really awesome.
I can't afford it. Okay, I can't afford it.
No, not that. I would say...
You say she can afford it.
I would say...
Looks interesting.
Looks interesting. Keep going.
And then?
And then if I wanted to buy it, I'd be like, can I have your contact info? So we can talk further about business. So it just depends. Like, art is very subjective.
People buy art of themselves, I heard.
But if they like it, though, like they have to, like there has to be some sort of aesthetic appeal. Like, I mean, if like
make her look more beautiful than she actually is, and she'll buy it.
Maybe she will, maybe she won't.
You gotta have something that's different in your portrait. No? She gotta really like the personage that you draw her in, right?
Yeah, I mean, because who knows? Like, she might not like it. Like, she might compliment it, but she might, like
She might
not
say,
actually like
"Oh,
it.
that's not me at all. Do something that looks more like me." I would say that. If the picture you're drawing is not as pretty as her, I would say redo it and make it look pretty like me. You agree?
Not necessarily, but everyone's different.
I mean, if someone makes something of you and you don't recognize yourself, you're probably going to say, oh, keep it. It doesn't look like me. But if it looks like you, then you'll buy it.
Maybe not.
No?
Maybe I don't want to buy it. Maybe it's not all about selling. Maybe it's just about creating stuff to enjoy.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
for sure. But if you want to contact her, that would be a good excuse. So where does she work? Like for magazines and stuff?
So Gigi has done various photo shoots with Vogue, just with just various different types of modeling and fashion agencies, and she's just amazing. I mean, she's killing it. I think she's a great example for just younger women who want to be models,
Really?
who are trying to break into the industry, and like although her dad is famous, she's someone who's really trying to just carve a name for herself, and she's this 20-year-old girl who's like writing her own story, which is why I think she's just really cool and inspiring to paint.
For, at 20 years old, she already well known
Yeah.
by kids like you.
Just by everyone, like
20 something kids.
no, like thousands, billions. Like she's a public figure. She's pretty well known. Like I didn't know about her until about a year ago, but like
Where did you see her first? On TV?
I think I had a friend who told me about her. Like and she showed me photos.
And what does she do? Just pose?
Just like various photo shoots. Like I'll pull some examples. Let's see.
No, is she in magazine or is she also in videos? Like
She's in videos, Vogue, like you name it. Just various different types of things.
Wow, the whole show's about her. My goodness. All right, so here we have a fan of, what's her name? Selena?
Gigi Hadid.
Oh, Gigi. All right, her name is kind of cute. Gigi Hadid. All right. So those who know who that person is, he's focusing on her right now. And he's making her portraits in the form of a personage. And then he'll decide what to do with that portrait like in 10 hours, right?
10 hours, yeah.
And this teach kids on how to use the pencil on the iPad.
Yeah.
It's pretty much like an instructional video.
Mm-hmm.
It's good if you do instructional videos. They're more popular than shows, People love to learn.
Yeah, there's definitely a huge market out there for that.
Instructional video get more views than regular videos. People are eager to learn.
'Tis true.
So now we are at 48 minutes and 35 seconds. Show
48
us.
minutes.
48
Oh,
minutes.
man.
Turn it around. Turn it around.
Woo! So, as you can see, there's not too much progress.
That's her? That's the real her or that's what you just did?
So, this is just...
This is
It's
what you
still in
did.
sketch phase.
Yeah.
It's not finished.
And what's her? Show us her.
But
What?
I'm definitely gonna finish this by next week. And,
Oh, here she has
I hope you guys like
brown hair. And then what you did, she has blonde hair.
So if we look at it a comparison, change the hair color a little bit. Her eyes look a little bit different. And I'm starting just to add in like a wing and some more forms.
Her face is not as long on the original, and it's more puffy on the cheeks, like
Right.
upper cheeks. And then her forehead is light.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe if you do her forehead like that, light,
Right.
she would look more like her.
Maybe, huh? It's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can change the color of the forehead.
So,
Yeah, highlight the forehead and make her cheek a little bit higher, and then a little bit more depth in her eyes. It looks like her eyes are a little.
yeah, everything needs a lot of work. I completely agree with you, Lean.
But if you want her to look like a figure, then she doesn't need to look like her. So right now you are making changes, right?
Yep.
You have to tell us what you're doing as you do.
So, the biggest problem with my painting right now is that it feels very flat. So there's not a lot of definition of form, but there's just flat shapes and details. So in the next stage, which I probably won't have time to show, but I definitely want to start defining more of the planes and start just carving out the facial structure, getting into the eyelids, the brow ridge, the forehead, and just really making the hair look like a solid, just solidified, grounded form.
Okay.
And so, yeah.
So you're gonna make her hair similar now?
Because right now it looks like just a flat, cartoony piece, whereas we're trying to create the illusion of a three-dimensional subject matter.
All right. So I didn't know it would take that long, actually. I thought it would be like a 5 minute sketch.
That's what everyone thinks. They think artists, they think we just like do this out of thin air, and they're like, do this like, it's just funny, but like.
Because they see artists
Right,
on
like-
the street who do it in 10 minutes.
Yeah, and like they think we go in our studios and we rub a couple beans together and say a prayer, and we're just like bam. But like no, guys, this is the nitty gritty. Like working on this for just hours, and until you
Why
just
do you
get
work
it.
for hours? Because you want a certain look to appear?
So yeah, okay. So at least for personal work that's non-commission based, I like to work until the piece until I'm personally satisfied. Now, if I'm working on something for a client or something for a game or something that's related to just any sort of professional product, it's not about me and it's not about like my taste or what I want. So I'll usually work on something until the client is satisfied.
Okay.
And I'll try and, like there'll be times where I'll try to go above and beyond their expectations and impress them. But in general, I try to do my best to meet just the client standards. And if they're happy with the piece, doesn't matter how I feel about it. If they like it, and I've done my best and they don't want me to touch it, and it'll be done because it's not mine. Like I don't own the game or the piece. It's for them. So it's a little bit different. The ego is less of a less of a struggle when it comes to other people's work because it's not about you anymore.
But if she say, I want a different look to it, you modify it?
Always. If there's any client who requests any modifications,
You would work with them.
Always, because that's just how professional artists work.
So that's what you should say when you send it to her on Facebook. Tell her this can be modified to your taste.
Definitely. That's
Because-
actually a pretty good.
Because you should
good
not
headline.
tell her this is a final product. Tell her this work of art will be modified to your taste.
That's
With
actually a pretty good idea.
Yeah, and then tell her how many hours you spent on it and how much it would cost to print it and how much for your time.
It'd be really cool
Yeah.
if Gigi, if she could be here and if we could just.
Yeah,
like,
the whole
if she
show.
could talk. That'd be so cool if she could be here, but she couldn't be here. She's busy.
No,
but like
but-
if she could be here, that'd be really awesome.
Yeah, you would date her, right?
No. But
No, I mean, you
yeah.
would like to.
So
So all your friends, maybe or contacts are watching how you do it.
Yeah.
It's actually an instructional video right now. Because they cannot see me, they can see only your screen. But they can hear you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So tell them at this point, at 54 minutes and 30 seconds, how far into your work are you done?
So for me, this is like 10%.
10%. You have to work on it 10 more hours.
Okay, this is like 20%.
20%. So 5 more hours.
Okay, it's 15%. Yeah. Okay, it's like 15%.
Okay. So
Yeah.
why would it take another 5 hours to finish if it's almost finished?
Cause it's just not finished. I have to like. There's wings and there's
There's a
so
lot
many
of
other
details.
things.
A lot of details.
There's like a. So I had this really cool idea for like this armor plate that I wanted to add, and like I have to like add that. So yeah, using photo textures as far as like painting, is actually a really cool thing to do, and it just allows you to just like expedite your process. So yeah, as you can see, I have like, on the left side, there's
That's
like a
what you
photo
did.
from
That's what you-
Sephiroth's armor. So I found this photo on Google,
Yeah.
and it's just I thought it was
And
really
you
cool.
painted over it?
No, I am gonna paint over it, and then I'm just gonna incorporate it within my painting. In the concept art industry, like we do this a lot to kind of expedite the process.
Oh, okay. So you took a picture and now you're painting over it.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. It's not from scratch. I mean, the what you're doing now is looking at the picture.
Yeah, but as far as like sometimes like
But
I'll
the
just
picture
grab
is
little
that-
elements.
The picture itself you're doing is not over a picture.
No.
Right. So it's your picture.
Right.
All right.
And then
got it.
occasionally like I'll grab elements from different things on Google or just interesting things I see.
Okay.
I'll kind of just incorporate them within my work.
All right. So
And just
since we
make it-
cannot stay here 5 hours, they will see the final product maybe next session.
Yeah.
And right now, this is what he was able to do in 56 minutes and 30 seconds. Show us. This is 56 minutes, 30 seconds, black and white, but it looks a little bit purple because of the background you chose, right?
Yeah.
And then you add all kinds of other details. All right, so it's a pleasure to have you here. Like I said, we cannot stay 5 hours, but I would be happy to look at the final product if you send it to me on my Facebook, and to her too first. And then I'll give you my final opinion. Send the original picture of her, the picture of the personage that you're painting her like,
Yeah.
and your product.
Sure. Yeah.
All right, so thank you so much for being here. So this is part of what an illustrator do. This is part of the work that an illustrator does, right?
Yep.
And then there are other parts, right? What do you do? Do you do other things?
Yeah. So fine art, concept art.
Find out like
I could do some video editing as well.
Yeah.
I know a little bit about game design.
Oh, you can put the game together.
Not put it together, but I know how to I know certain
Do
aspects of game design.
Figures. We do have a game design class here. All right. So, and you do animation a little bit.
I know a little bit of Flash animation, but I don't do animation at all.
Okay, it's a
No.
total different
Yeah.
subject in itself. All right, so thank you so much. It's 58 minutes and a half the show, so you're almost done. Say goodbye to my audience.
Alrighty, so goodbye French American TV, and
It's gonna be on All About Your Profession. So French American TV, All About Your Profession. So this is Temarius. Here he is at 58 minutes and 26 seconds. He crossed the finish line. Thank you so much. So feel free then to look him up on temariuswalker.com to see his work. And if you want to see the final product, will you post it on your Facebook or on your website?
Both.
Both. All right. So look him up on Facebook, on his website, and you'll see the final product. He's still working on it. Thank you so much.
And to my YouTube audience and Facebook and all of my friends, I want to thank you for watching this demonstration. Unfortunately, I didn't get as far as I wanted, but I really just wanted to have this session as an opportunity not only to talk to the lovely Aline about just what it means to be a concept artist and just my process of working and a bit about my profession, but just also about my painting process and to really
Okay.
just break things down. To
I learned a lot. Thank you so much.
That's good. Thank you, Aline.
Thank you.
I think you're awesome.
Thank you.
And
It's good to get a compliment from a young man, you know.
Thank you. No, you're